What's up, everybody? Welcome to day 67 of NoFap. The time is 11:15 a.m. Whew, man. This is a pretty late morning update, but I'm headed to the gym now for ab and leg day. And, well, it's Saturday. That means it is time to work. That's my life now. My life is now just work. And I appreciate it because I've spent a lot of my life, a majority of my life actually, not working. I spent a majority of my life not doing a whole lot. And when I reflect upon the life that I used to live compared to the life I have now, the life I have now is certainly a lot more fulfilling. It certainly feels a lot better because I know I'm on the right track. And frankly, I can never go back to the person that I was. And it's always been something that I've thought about. It's just like, how do I know when I've become a man? Is something, the way I'm living, is this what men do? And what does it take to become a man? How do you get into a man's mindset? And certainly, what I've discovered from just personal experience is men suffer. Men suffer through pain. Men suffer through a lot of pain, whether it be physical, whether it be emotional, whether it be mental. The rite of passage for a man is to suffer through pain and make it to the other side, is to survive it. And through surviving it, grow. If you don't grow, because I've been through a lot of pain before in my life, and I have not grown from it. I have not decided to use that pain for purposes beyond, well, I've not used pain for any kind of purpose, really. I mean, there were times when I've learned things, but I think that it all accumulated. Like everything that I've been through, all the times that I've suffered, I think it all accumulated until the last time I suffered. It all accumulated into changing my lifestyle. And I think after every painful experience, and I mean like a truly painful experience, if your lifestyle doesn't change, then you went through that for nothing. If something you do does not change, you have went through suffering for no reason. So, I don't know how I got into this topic, but I just like to do a little bit of reflection here and there. Reflecting on past events, reflecting on the person that I am, reflecting on how I can improve, because there's certainly still a lot of things that I can improve on. But for the most part, I like who I am right now. And I could certainly say that more and more, but I mean, I could say that in the past too, but when you start to experience more things, when you start to live out life a lot more, you start to look at the person you were and start to think, man, I can never go back to that life. And it's kind of liberating for me. I don't really miss it, because to me, I looked at that and thought, like, that person's extremely naive to think he could keep living like that. And maybe in the future, if I go through something terrible and I make it to the other side and I learn a lesson and I change my lifestyle from it, I'll probably think the same thing of the person that I am now. It's just like, wow, this person's really naive. But that's life, And I find it funny, and this is true for, I'm pretty sure, everybody. There are easy ways to learn a lesson, and there are hard ways to learn the lesson. Most of the time, nobody changes their life from the easy way, Most of the time, we change our lifestyle from suffering. We have to go through pain. We have to realize that something in our life went wrong rather than, oh, it could go wrong, so I'll change. Instead, oh, it went wrong, so I'll change. Something usually has to happen first. So, if any of you are going through anything rough right now, just know that it's a sign. It's a sign that something in your life isn't working right now. I want you to take 100% responsibility for what happened to you. Especially if it is your own fault. But any way you can, take accountability for the bad thing that happened to you. And start to realize, I can't keep living like this. Or something has to change. And when you figure out what that is, then you can grow. And changing is also a painful process. But it is also necessary. That being said, today's just another work day. So, I'll be heading to the gym. After that, I'll be going home working on my business. But for now, I'll update you guys in a little bit. But for now, check out this workout. What's up, everybody? We're back. It's 12:41 a.m. Pretty late, but man, I'm gonna talk about something pretty important. Something I learned today. Something that I suffered through today. I'm talking about suffering this morning. I'll tell you what I suffered through today. So after I got out of the gym. Well, let's talk about what happened during the gym. It was rough. It was a rough gym day. I had no energy. My workouts were very difficult. Man, it was rough, man. But after that, I came home. Had a little bit of I had my protein shake, but I didn't eat. And then I was so beat from the gym. I was so exhausted from the gym that I was like, okay, I'm gonna take a 1 hour nap. I took my 1 hour nap, and for the rest of the day, I felt horrible. I felt absolutely awful. And it has to do with food. It genuinely has to do with food. Food can, depending on what you eat, food can mess you up. It will destroy you. I told you guys last night that I went out with everybody in the Bible study, and I ate a lot of food. I had burger, fries, and a Pizookie, and it was a lot of food. And I went home, passed out, woke up, and this entire day I just felt awful. So what you eat, what you put in your mouth, is so important. And it makes me miss being on a diet. Like, I really miss being on the carnivore diet. Being on the carnivore diet was the best thing that ever happened, because I just have so much more energy on the carnivore diet, and I was losing weight, and my workouts felt great. I wasn't lifting as much as I am now on a bulk, sure, but I still had energy after my workout. I had energy for the rest of the day. I wasn't feeling drowsy at like 3 p.m. So yeah, it's it can mess you up if you eat the wrong things or you eat too much. So I'll say NoFap was hard. NoFap was difficult. And it was difficult because of that. Because I was suffering through just the worst feeling in the world. Like I'm tired the whole day. Plus, I feel bloated. I still feel bloated. It was rough. It was rough. But that's a lesson definitely learned. So, I am looking forward to fasting. I am planning a 3-day fast. I'm planning a 3-day fast on next week. Next week, on Friday, I'm going to start fasting, and then I'm going to break my fast on Sunday. And I know after those 3 days, I know after those 3 days of fasting, it's gonna feel really good. Like my body's gonna feel so much better. But for now, I'm gonna still try and bulk up as much as I can. But yeah, I think that I've bulked up enough. At least, well, I don't think I've bulked up enough. I will say that I am sick of bulking. It feels good to lift a lot. Doesn't feel good when I'm, doesn't feel good to feel tired. Doesn't feel good to have all of that stuff. So, yeah, it was a rough day, man. It was a rough day, but yeah. Just be careful what you eat. Be careful what you eat. That's my advice, and it can really make it difficult. So let's get to comments and questions. Max, bro, I just stumbled upon your channel and I just enjoy watching your vids. I don't know why. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Surely my channel's gonna be hopefully it's gonna be like higher quality because I bust these videos out every day, but I do want to do some higher quality stuff as well as talk about like different topics and stuff like that. So but I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Keep watching my stuff. Looks like that's all the comments and questions, but thanks for the comment, Max. With that, because there was only one and it was very short, I'm gonna ask you guys a question. I want to ask you guys a question. My question is, since it's almost the end of the year, what's the most important lesson that you learned this year? And I'll answer that first. The most important lesson I learned this year is, as a man, you function off of respect. Love is nice. But as a man, you function off of respect. And how do you get respect? Well, you do stuff. You do stuff that can garner respect. You want people to love you just the way you are, of course, but if you want respect, you have to earn it. And that means doing something difficult. You don't get respect. You're not born with respect. You're born with the respect of being a human being, like at the very least human decency, but that's like baseline. But if you want more respect, you need to be able to do stuff. And that means expanding your skills or it's expanding your skills, but that doesn't get you respect. What gets you respect is achieving things. Now, expanding your skills will help you achieve those things, but achieving things that are very difficult to achieve garners you respect. And from that, I learned, it kind of just expanded from there. I learned that, if you want respect in all kinds of things, look good, get a good body, take care of grooming yourself really well, wear nice clothes, and that also goes with it, like working out really well. If you have a nice body, your clothes are just going to fit really well. And so much more. I learned so much this year, and I had to go through a lot of pain to learn those things. But I wouldn't take those back. I wouldn't take it back at all. I'm somewhat happy that I'm somewhat happy that happened to me. In hindsight, I know at the time it felt like hell, but it was necessary. I'll say that. It was necessary. But yeah, let me know what was the most important thing you learned this year. And I can't wait to hear it. But for now, I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to wake up for church tomorrow. So thank you for watching. I hope everybody's doing well with their NoFap journeys. Stay strong. Stay focused. I'm with you guys. I know you guys are with me. See you guys tomorrow. Peace.